very, very much. Well, what an evening and what an honor. First of all, thank you so much for everything that you have done, Billie Jean King. You are a national treasure, you are an international treasure, and we are so grateful for all that you do. And I'm really honored to be here and to receive this award from the Women's Sports Foundation. I have to tell you a little bit about my story. It's relayed a little bit there in the video. Indeed, my father was a football coach, and he was actually a three-sport letterman in college. He played football, basketball, and tennis. There was no doubt that his kid, who was going to be named John and was going to be an All-American linebacker, was going to carry on his legacy. And then he had a girl. I'm an only child. And he decided he didn't miss a beat. My dad was one of the great feminists when it came to opportunities for me. He honestly believed there was nothing that I couldn't do, nothing that I couldn't achieve. And that had to include sports, of course. And so I chose the sport of figure skating. Now, I could have been every bit as good as Michelle Kwan, who, by the way, is a good friend of mine, or Sarah Hughes, or Meryl Davis. The only problem was I lacked talent. But I tried very, very hard. And I learned so much about perseverance, about hard work, about having a not great performance and having to get up the next day and go in and try again. And that's something that you have to have in life. And it's why I'm so glad that after so many years when young girls couldn't have that experience that would translate into life's lessons, Title IX and the organization here, the Women's Sports Foundation, is making it possible for perhaps every little girl to recognize the benefit of sport, because there is really nothing like it in helping you to prepare for life. And it's fun, too. Now, it's also very good for society when sports are representative, when they work toward equality and inclusion. Indeed, I think it's fair to say that how we're doing on inclusion and equality has always been a bit of a barometer, and sports has always been a window into that. Whether it was Jesse Owens challenging Adolf Hitler's Aryan ideal, whether it was Jackie Robinson breaking the color barrier, whether it was those days when the NFL really thought that black people couldn't play quarterback, or when it was a very fine Grand Slam champion, Billie Jean King, who led a movement to say enough that women would not be treated as equals in a sport that they played so well. Societies are at their best when they are at their most inclusive and their most just. Societies that treat women badly are almost always dangerous societies. I am so grateful that the Women's Sports Foundation works every day to try to bring us closer to our ideal of a time when every girl has the opportunity to realize her dreams. I know, too, that what we do here in the United States is monitored and viewed across the world. And when we think about the great progress that we've made here, and we have made great progress, though we have much more to do, let's not forget, too, about those girls and those women in far-flung places that can't even think about the possibility of playing sport. A girl in an African village who just doesn't have facilities. A Muslim woman in the Middle East who's being told that women just shouldn't play sport. I'll never forget seeing the first Afghan female athlete in the 2002 Olympics and thinking, yeah, that's a barometer that says we're doing better. But we've got so much more work to do. I think nights like tonight remind us what it means to have a commitment to inclusion, to diversity, and to equality. I think that nights like tonight inspire us to see what it means for the women who've taken up that mantle and are proving it on the playing fields and the ice rinks and well beyond. I think we see what it's doing for their confidence and for their ability to lead. And I think we see what we still have to do. We have to get up every day. We have to put another brick in the wall to make certain that this opportunity is going to continue. I want to say one final thing to you about our society. We have a lot of challenges and a lot of problems, and sometimes people are feeling a lack of hope or lack of optimism. But I can tell you this, the people that you saw there on that balcony and here on the stage are going to be a part of helping us to solve some of our most difficult problems. And they're going to do it because they're committed. They're going to do it because they have honed their skills in leadership and confidence on the playing fields of America. We have a lot of work to do. We've done a lot. Thank you to Billie Jean King. Thank you to the Women's Sports Foundation. And thank you to each and every one of you for your support of this great cause. Thank you.